guys, as always, Shazam! Welcome to the Appalachia Bees. If you've never seen a Thursday Buzz, it's a roundup from around the web of a lot of different stuff. By the end of this video, you are going to be much better informed. Like, I'm going to go through these really fast, but you're going to learn something, I hope, along the way. You're going to have fun, and the last one, it's going to be a doozy. Saved my favorite until the very end. It's going to be fun. We'll hit it right after the jump. Today's episode is brought to you by BespokePost.com. BespokePost.com is a monthly box that gets you curated items. These folks give a darn about what they send out. 2 boxes. How awesome is this? It is a hand-solved... I shouldn't be trusted with this kind of stuff. It's a slingshot with seed balls, so you can launch seeds. Kapow. Ooh, some hand salve. Barnaby Black hand salve. It's called Garden Balm. Holy smokes, check that bad boy out. It's like a gladius. Now, when you check out over at BespokePost.com, use code DRAMALLAMA20 to get 20% off your first box. Grooming Detox Scrub Bar. It smells fantastic. This is a bird call. How cool is this? Now, when you get to BespokePost.com, take the quiz. It's going to ask you some questions, and they're going to dial in a box exactly for your tastes. I did it. I ended up with a great box this month, including this awesome slingshot. Each box is $45, but you get at least $70 in value. And the great thing is you can preview your box before you pick it out. And when it comes in the mail, if you don't like it, send it back. You can swap them out. And if you see a month you don't like, just skip that month. And again, don't forget to use code DRAMALLAMA20 when you check out over at BespokePost.com. All right, a big thank you to Bespoke Post and a huge thank you to each of y'all. Thank you for every thumbs up. Y'all crush it. I like the game, can you crush thumbs up before the music stops? Also, thank you for double checking your subscription. A bunch of y'all have hit me to say they did it again. I say this about every 2 weeks, so thanks again for double checking your subscriptions. I want to open with just an apology, or just to say, hey, if you blew it, raise your hand. I blew it. Last week, I talked about an AmmoLand article, and I said, hey, they had blown it in recent months on maybe 1 or 2 different things. Little credibility issues with AmmoLand, and the author of that article reached out to me, and we talked on the phone on Father's Day, and he shared some stuff with me. I blew it. I was wrong. They had their stuff together. He had his stuff together, and it happens from time to time. So I was wrong. Credibility, solid. So there you go. My bad. My bad. Up next, I mentioned yesterday the David Chipman thing was taking place today. Now, this is taking place in real life. I'm filming this at 11 a.m., but this may not even get edited and onto YouTube until later today. But as of right now, this is very fluid. The committee voted 11 to 11, 11 up, 11 down on Chipman, and it has now been sent to the Senate floor with no recommendation. So it's no recommendation, and they may do a full confirmation vote in the Senate, but the committee basically said, yeah, we don't have an opinion on him. Our opinion is stifled. Stifle, Alice. Big thank you to Jared. He's been chasing that really, really hard. Up next, a bunch of y'all asked me about Biden's stuff from yesterday, and one of the ones that I did want to mention that people aren't talking about, they are talking, of course, about the nukes and stuff, but it's Biden saying that no one needs a G that can fire 30, 40, 50, even 100 rounds at a deer. Who's talking about hunting? We're not. It is a trick of the progressive left to trick you into talking about hunting. They know it's not about hunting. King George knew it wasn't about hunting, and King Sniffy also knows that it's not about hunting. So it's a trick. Don't fall for it, but that's what he's been talking about. Who needs 30 rounds? We're not talking about hunting. We're talking about freedom and tyrants. Next. All right, John McAfee, adios. And here's what's interesting, and is if you missed that he's been talking for a long time, and he's said for a while, if I was whacked. And he even got a tattoo that said whacked with a $sign. I don't know why he put a $sign on his whack tattoo. His words were, if I die by a suicide, then I was whacked. He's a nut. He was a nutcase, but he's not wrong. People say sometimes, Johnny, do you think that the deep state is kind of like the mob? No. They are the mob. And that's not snarky. It's funny, but it's not just snark. That's factual. They are the mafia. The Clinton Foundation are nice people, very nice people. I know nothing. Next. All right, this is the one from yesterday. The child sniffer said, he mentioned this, hey, you're going to need jets and you're going to need nukes to take us on. I think what's interesting is that, and I was thinking about his comments, a bunch of y'all asked me for me to comment on Biden's stuff from yesterday where he said, if you're going to take us on, you're going to need F-15s and nukes. He and they also, this is a trick as well, to make us think that we are not the people. We are the people. We the people. He believes we the people is the government. He actually believes that and that they have some right to exist. No. But it's fascinating to me that he would threaten us with our own might. It's not good. This doesn't end well, y'all. Next. Daily Wire reports that the media is now in a meltdown over DeSantis' latest action on colleges and panics as he rises to the top of the GOP. I've asked y'all a couple times, is he peaking too early? A bunch of y'all have said, absolutely not. This is great. It's nice to have someone standing up with a backbone and actually being able to stand up to the progressive left. His whole fight against critical race theory has been interesting, as well as going against communism in the classroom. I think that's good stuff, y'all. Really good stuff. Next, San Francisco is now the most racist city in America, according to the CRT. And that's really interesting. There was a celebrity the other day talking about his city and how woke it is, and it's just so woke. And he was talking about it's great to be in such a place where they have open minds and they take care of people and they take care of the hurting. No, you're living in a sewer. There is an app, and this is not a joke. It's funny, but it's not a joke. There is an app where you can mark where there's human duty on the street. On the street. And it's incredible. When that app first launched, it was just like all of the little flags on the map popping up. That town, that city is literally covered in human duty. Have fun in the comment section, you people. Next. No more free passes. Senator Rubio to introduce legislation that would halt big tech censorships of Americans. Now, let me cough one time and have a little sweet tea. That is interesting to me because in that article, Rubio, Florida, making it happen once again. Rubio is going after the algorithms. And if you don't know that, the algorithm is what really causes the censorship. So he is going after, it's a free speech issue. It's going after the blockading of conservative voices. And I think it's interesting that he is specifically going after algorithmic propaganda. It's interesting. Shout out to Rubio. Go figure. Next. This is, it's one of those things where you go, yeah, we know how this is going to end. This one's not going to end well. Portland police will no longer stop drivers for minor infractions to reduce stops for POC in order to be nice. We want to be nice. We just want to be nice to everybody. It's not going to go well. The idea of the whole thing, let's just say it's dumb. Can we just say it's dumb and then I can say next? It's dumb. Next. California, shocking news. California has 1.8 million more registered voters than it should. Shocking. Next. Also from California, Gavin Newsom recall is now official. 1.7 million signatures have now been verified. What do y'all think is going to happen? That's a good question of the day. What do you think is going to happen with old Newsom? Will they do anything? Or will he operate with Teflon impunity like the rest of the mob? I've saved my favorite until the very end, a little bit like I'm going to do tomorrow on Spicy Friday. This is satire. It's from the Babylon Bee, but is it really satire if it's this true? Next. Female weightlifter suffers tragic testicle injury just weeks before Tokyo Olympics. Oh, geez, the spice. We're not supposed to be that spicy until tomorrow. Speaking of, I will see y'all tomorrow on Spicy Friday. Bye.